Now we are going to study about Sulba Sutras. So the Sulba Sutras are the ancient Indian texts that contains geometric and the mathematical concept, especially dealing with the constructions of altars and the temples. So here I'm just going to discuss you some detailed overview and an author and timeline. So the Sulba Sutras are the attributes to the various authors, including Budhyana, Manva, Apstama, and Katyana. The texts were composed between 800 BCE to 200 BCE during the Vedic period. And the contents of Sulba Sutras, which contain 212 sutras, and that covers various geometrical and mathematical concepts. So the texts were divided into the fourth chapter, which is constructions of altars, constructions of temples, measurement of area and volume, mathematical calculations. So there are geometrical concept also. The sutras, Sulba Sutras, which introduce various geometrical shapes like rectangles, square, triangles, circles, and eclipse. So they also describe geometric transformations such as scalings, translations, rotations. So the text contains calculation of area and perimeters of various shapes. So, mathematical concept. The Sulba Sutras present the mathematical concept, which includes arithmetic progressions, geometrical progressions, Pythagoras triplets, calculation of pi. So, they also introduce algebraic methods such as linear equations, quadratic equations. What are their significance? The Sulba Sutras demonstrate a sophisticated understanding of geometry and mathematics in ancient India. They show a practical approach to mathematics with applications in architecture, engineering, and art. The texts have influenced later mathematics development in India and beyond. So the Sulba Sutras are the remarkable example of ancient India mathematics and geometry, showcasing the ingenuity and mathematics progress of Indian scholar over 2 millennia ago. The Sulba Sutras are a collection of mathematical texts from the Vedic period in ancient India. So these texts contain geometric knowledge which is related to the constructions of fire altar for rituals. So some of the notable aspects of Sulba Sutras, which includes Pythagoras theorem and Pythagoras triplets, geometric area preserving transformations, constructions of different geometrical shapes like a square, triangle, isosceles, trapeziums, isosceles, triangles, rhombusums, and a circle. There's approximations for pi, estimate of square roots. So what do you mean by sutras and Pythagoras theorem? So the Sulba Sutras, which contain several sutras that relates to the Pythagoras theorem, which is the fundamental concept in geometry. Here I'm just going to discuss you in a detailed overview. So Budhyana Sulba Sutra, which is BS 1.48, this sutra stated that the area of the square on the hypotenuse of right angle triangle is equal to the sum of area of the square on the other two sides. So this is the Pythagoras theorem which can be mathematically expressed. Budhyana Sulba Sutra. This sutra provides a proof of Pythagoras theorem, which is using a geometrical method, and it involves constructing a square on the hypotenuse and showing that it is equals in the area of the sum square on the other two sides. So Aptamama Sulva Sutra, which is AS 1.4. So this sutra also stated the Pythagoras theorem using slightly different wording. So it is then notable for using a different methods of proof which involving this use of similar triangles. Now we will just going to discuss about Katyama Silva Sutras, which is KS, and 1.12, which is the sutras is provided another proof of the Pythagoras theorem and using a method involving the calculations of area and the perimeter. What are their significance? The Sulba Sutras demonstrate a deep understanding of Pythagoras theorem and its applications that they show that ancient Indian mathematics had a sophisticated grasp of geometrical concept and mathematical proof. The difference method of proof presented in the Sulba Sutras and demonstrate a rich and nuanced understanding of the theorem. The Pythagoras theorem, as presented in the Sulba Sutras, has far reaching implications in various fields, including geometry, trigonometry, calculus, physics, engineering. So, the theorem has been widely used and celebrated for its elegance and importance in mathematics and beyond. The Sulba Sutras contain several sutras which is the related to the Pythagoras theorem, which was the ancient India, and the Budhyana Sulba Sutras or Budhyana's formulas. So this theorem is stated as where A and D are the length of the legs of the right triangle and C is the length of the hypotenuse. So some examples of Sulba Sutras which is related to the Pythagoras theorems, which includes Budhyana Sulba Sutras. In this, they explain about the Pythagoras theorem, and Garland of Letters. In this, it is shows about the extension of Pythagoras theorems. Sutras of Diagonals. In this, we use a square root and formulas for the hypotenuse. So these sutras demonstrate the ancient Indian understanding of the Pythagoras theorem and its application in geometry and mathematics. So how you development of different mathematical branches. So here I'm just going to discuss you all about in the detailed view. So in this, here is a detailed overview about the development of different mathematical branches in ancient India. So arithmetic is a current, right? Development concept like zero and decimal systems and having the negative number which is introduced about arithmetical operations, fractions, algebraic methods. Algebra, which is also known as Bija-Ganit. So in this, they developed upon equations, quadratic equations, and linear indeterminate equations, and also introduced about concept like unknown variables, algebraic methods, and solutions. Geometry, which is Rekha Ganit. In this, they develop about concepts like points, lines, angles, triangles, circles, and also introduce theorems like Pythagoras theorems and calculations of pi. Trigonometry. In this, they develop concept like sine, cos, tangents, and introduce trigonometric tables and solutions for triangle. Calculus, which is Ganit, which is also developed concept like limits, derivatives, and integrals, and introduce calculus methods for optimisms and astronomical calculations. Number theory, which is Ank Ganit, it's developed concept like prime numbers, disabilities, and congruences and etc., and also introduce methods for the solving Diplo-Plantin's equations. What are the combinatorics? See, in this develop concept like permutations, combinations, binomial theorems, and they introduced methods for the countings and arranging the objects. Astronomy, it is a Jyotisha. In this, they develop concept like planetary motions, eclipse, and astronomical calculations, and also introduce astronomical tables and predictions. So these mathematical branches were developed by the ancient Indian mathematics like Aryabhatta, Bhaskar, and Brahmaputra, among others. So their works like the Aryabhatta and Brahmaputra and Siddhanta and Bija-Ganita are considered as seminal texts in the history of mathematics. The development of different mathematical branches in ancient India was a significant achievement with contribution to arithmetic, which is development of the decimal systems, place value, and rules for arithmetical operations, and algebra, which is a solution to the linear and quadratic equations and algebraic methods. Geometry is the development of the Pythagoras theorems, calculation of pi, geometrical transformations. Trigonometry, it's developed of the trigonometrical tables and formulas for the triangles. Calculus is the development of infinite series, limits, and derivatives. We will learn about this in detail. Combinatorics, which is the development of the permutations, combination, and probability. Number theory is the development of the properties of number, including primality, divisibility, and congruences. So, astronomy in this the mathematical model for astronomical phenomena like planetary motions and eclipse. So, these branches were developed by the ancient Indian mathematics by the Aryabhatta, Brahmaputra, Bhaskar, Ramanujan, other among others, and were complied in the texts like the Aryabhatta, Brahmaputra, Siddhanta Shramani. So now we will learn this in details about algebra. So algebra is the in ancient India was a significant development in mathematics and building upon the foundation of arithmetic and geometry. So here I'm just going to discuss with you detailed overview. What are their contributions? See, in their contributions, Aryabhatta in 476 CE introduced algebraic methods for solving linear and quadratic equations. It's developed the concept of Khutakra, which is algebraic methods and solving equations. Bhamraputra in 628 CE wrote the book Brahmaputra Siddhanta, which includes algebraic methods and introduced the concept of negative numbers and zero in algebra. Bhaskar, which is 1114 CE, wrote the books which is Bhijaganit, which is the comprehensive treatise on algebra and introduced algebraic method for solving equations, including quadratic and cubic equations. So, what are the key concept of algebra? In this, they include equations. In this, ancient India mathematics developed the method for solving various types of equations, including linear equation, quadratic equations, cubic equations, intermediate equations. The variables, they use letter to represent unknown variables, similar to the modern algebra. Algebraic methods, they use and develop techniques like additions and subtractions of the equations, multiplication and division of the equations, solution of simultaneously equations, zero and negative numbers, which is introduced the concept of zero and negative number, which revolutionized algebra. What are their influence? See, ancient India algebra influence Islamic mathematics, which is turned into the influence European mathematics. The works of Aryabhatta, Brahmaputra, and the Bhaskar were translated into Arabic and Persians and spreading Indian algebraic methods to the Middle East and Europe. So, what are their legacy? See, in ancient India, algebra laid the foundation for the modern algebra and its applications in the various fields including sciences, engineering, and computer sciences. So the contribution of the Indian mathematics of algebra are still celebrated and recognized worldwide. So algebra in ancient India was known as the Vijayagana, and they or Seeds calculus. It was a significant branch of mathematics that dealt with the study of equations, algebraic expressions, and method for solving them. So some notable contributions of ancient Indian mathematicians to algebra includes Brahmaputra books, which is Brahmaputra Siddhanta, which is 628 CE and introduced by algebraic methods for solving linear quadratic equations. Bhaskara Vedanta, which is 1114 CE, expanded on the Brahmaputra works and introduced concepts like zero, negative numbers, and concept of infinity. Indian mathematicians, which developed by the Kutrka, which methods for solving linear equations and the quadratic equations, which is similar to the modern methods of solving equations. They also developed the Samakhara, which is method of solving interdetermined equations. So some notable algebra concept developed in the ancient India includes equations, algebraic expressions, quadratic equations, linear equations, interdetermined equations, and these contributions show the ancient India mathematics and have made significant advancement in algebra, laying the foundations for development in mathematics. Now we will go through about trigonometry. And trigonometry is an ancient India was significant development in mathematics, building upon the foundation of geometry and astronomy. So here are detailed overview. What are their contributions? So contribution did by Aryabhatta in 476 CE, and they introduced the concept of sine, cos, inverse sine, and they developed trigonometric tables and formulas. So Brahmaputra 628 CE wrote the book Brahmaputra Siddhanta, which includes the trigonometric methods and introduced the concept of tangent and cotangent. So Bhaskar, 1114 CE, wrote the Bridge Ganit, which includes the trigonometric methods and developed formulas for sine, cos, tangents. So, what are the key concepts of this? Sine, cos, tangents, and ancient Indian mathematics developed the concept of trigonometric ratios, which include sine, cos, and tangent. What are the trigonometric tables? So they develop of trigonometric values which were used for astronomical trigonometric calculations, and there are formulas and identifiers which develop formulas and identities as sine. For example, sine plus a plus b equals to sine a cos b cos b cos a plus cos b. So these are the formulas which they give. So what are the influences by trigonometry? And ancient Indian trigonometry influenced Islamic mathematics, which is turned influenced by European mathematics, and the works of Aryabhatta, Brahmaputra, and Bhaskar were related to the and translated into the Arabic and Persian, spreading into Indian trigonometric methods to the Middle East and Europe. So, what are the legacy they are using it? So, ancient Indian trigonometry laid the foundation for modern trigonometry and its application in various fields, including navigations, physics, and chemistry and engineering. So, the contributions of Indian mathematicians to trigonometry as are the still celebrated and recognized worldwide. So, trigonometry in ancient India is known as the trigonometry, which is a triangle measurement, and it was a vital branch of mathematicians that dealt with the study of triangles, particularly triangle with right angles. So, some notable contribution of ancient India mathematics of the trigonometry include Aryabhatta. In this 499 CE introduced the concept of sine, cos, and inverse sines. Brahmaputra, which is 628 CE, developed the concept of tangents and cotangents. Bhaskar Bridge-Ganit, which is 1114 CE, expanded on trigonometry and introduced the concept of tangents and consonants. So, Indian mathematics develops the Sarindramala formula for calculating sine tables, and they also developed the concept of Jaya, which is sine, and Kotli is the cos. So, some notable trigonometric concepts which develop in the ancient India is it is sine, cos, tangents, cotangents, seconds, and cos seconds, which is these contributions show that ancient Indian mathematics made significant advancement in trigonometry, laying the foundation for later development in mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. So, what do you mean by calculus? So, in this, calculus in an ancient India was a significant development in mathematics, building upon the foundation of arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. So here I am going to discuss you in more detail which their contribution. So contribution is Aryabhatta, which is in 476 CE, and developed the concept of infinity and infinite simils. So it is also introduced the methods of limits to calculate pi and the area of circle. Bhaskar, which is 1100 14 CE, and developed the concept of indifferentials calculus and introduced the concept of instantaneous motions and accelerations, which is developed formula for derivatives and differentials. So key concept of this limits is the ancient Indian mathematics developed the concept of limits, which is the fundamental concept in calculus. Infinite semials, which they develop the concept of infinite, which are small quantities used to calculate rate of changes. Differentials is the develop the concept of differentials, which are the small changes in the quantity. Derivatives, it is a develop formulas for derivatives which is represent rates of change. Methods, see in this Aryabhatta methods use the method of limit to calculate pi and area of circle. Bhaskar method, which is use the method of differentials to calculate derivatives and differentials. Influence, ancient Indians calculus influence Islamic methods, which is in turn influence European mathematics, and the work of Aryabhatta and Bhaskar was translated into Arabic and Persians and spreading Indian calculus methods to the Middle East and Europe. So, what are the legacy? Ancient Indians calculus laid the foundation for the modern calculus and its application in various fields, including physics, engineering, and economics. The contribution of the Indian mathematics to calculus still celebrated and recognized worldwide. So, see, note that while Indian ancient mathematics made significant contribution to calculus and the development of the calculus as we know it today was a gradual process that involved contribution from many mathematicians over several centuries. So here are some key points about the development of calculus in ancient India. And Indian mathematics developed the trigonometry in a systematic manner and resembling in its model form and imparted to its modern algebraic character. The algebraizations of these steady infinations, which is the changes led to the discovery of the key principle of calculus at the time of Bhaskaracharya, which is in 1150 AD. And the calculus in India, it's reached astounding heights in the analytics trigonometry to the Kerala schools in 14th century. India's invented the sine and cos functions, which has discovered most of the standard formula and identifies, including the basic formula for sin is a plus b, and constructed fairly accurate sine tables. In Brahmaputra and Govindra Swami, which is 880 AD, gave interpolations formally from the calculating the sines and intermediate angles for the sine tables. So these are special cases of the Newton stray lines and Newton gauss formally for seconds order differences, which is Madhav also described the series. So his proof, as presented in the Yukti Bhasa, involves the idea of integrations as the limit of summations and the corresponding of the modern method of expansions and term-by-term integrations. Now we are just going through the Vedic periods, which is 1500 BCE to 500 BCE. The Vedic period, which is 1500 to 500 BCE. So here are some facts about the Vedic period, which took place from 1500 to 500 BCE. The Vedic period occurred during the Late Bronze Age and Early Iron Age. The Vedic literature, including the Vedas, was composed during this period, and the Vedas are liturgical texts that contain detail about life during this period. The Vedic society was partials and patrilineals. The Indigo and Indo Aryans were a late Bronze Age society centered in the Punjab. They were organized into the tribes rather than kingdoms and sustainable by the prosperous way of life. The Aryan culture is spread eastward to the fertile and western Ganges plains between 1200 and 1000 BCE. The Vedic period saw the emergence of kingdoms, and having the complex socialist hierarchy. The end of Vedic periods witnessed the rise of true cities and large estates and the Sarmana movements, including Jainism and Buddhism. So, Sulba Sutras, early mathematicians' texts focusing on the geometric and constructions, particularly having the for alto constructions. The Sulba Sutras are a collections of mathematics texts from ancient India that focusing on the geometrical constructions, particularly for buildings, fire altars for rituals purposes. So these texts contain some of the oldest known Indian mathematics dating back to the Vedic period, 1500 to 500 BCE. The Sulba Sutras includes Buddhana Sulba Sutra, Manva Sulba Sutra, Apstama Sulba Sutra, and Katyana Sulba Sutra. So some notable aspects to the Sulba Sutras includes geometrical constructions. So in this, the text describes method for constructing various geometrical shapes such as a square, rectangle, triangles, and circles. In Pythagoras theorems and triplets, there are the Sulba Sutras containing statements of the Pythagoras theorems and listed of Pythagoras triplets, demonstrating at the understandings of this fundamental mathematical concept. So square roots, the texts also describe methods for estimating square root, including an approximations of the square root of 2. So altar constructions, the primary purpose of the Sulba Sutras was to provide instructions for building fire altar for Vedic rituals. The text describes the constructions of altar in various shapes such as falcons, tortoise, rhombuses, so which were believed to bring different benefit to the sacrificer. So mathematical significance, the Sulba Sutras demonstrate a sophisticated understanding of mathematics and particularly geometry, and shows that ancient Indian mathematics made a significant contribution to the field. So what do you mean by interdeterminant equations? So early explorations of equations with multiple solutions. The ancient Indian mathematics also explored the interdetermined equations, so which are equations with multiple solutions. They develop method to solve such includings and equations, which includes the Kutka method, which is the described in the Budhyana Sulbha Sutra, which involves using linear equations to solve interdetermined equations. The Samakhya method, which is this method describes the Astambha Sulbha Sutra, which is involves using quadratic equations to solve interdetermined equations. Some notable achievement in this area, including solution to the linear indeterminate equations, Indian mathematics found solution to equations of the form as ax plus by equals to c, where a and b and c are integrators. So solutions to the quadratic interdetermined equations, they also found solution to the equation to the form, so where a and b and c are the integrators. So development of the Brahma cycles and rules. So this rules they described in the Brahmaputra Siddhanta, which is provided a method for solving intermediate equations of the form of ax plus by equals to c. The explorations of interdetermined equations by ancient Indian mathematics demonstrate their advanced understanding of algebraic methods and their ability to tackle complex mathematical problems. So Pythagoras' theorems evidences of its knowledge before Pythagoras, including its applications in geometrical constructions. So the Pythagoras, which state that uh, for right triangles with the legs of the length a plus b and hypotenuse of length c, so was known as applied by ancient Indian mathematics long before Pythagoras. So there are some evidences of this includes, so the Budhyana Sulva Sutra circa, which is 800 BCE, contains a statement of Pythagoras theorems along with a proof that applications to geometric constructions. The Manava Sulba Sutra, which is circa 750 BCE, which is also contain a statement of the theorem along with example of its use and in constructing altars and calculating distance. The Aptambha Sulba Sutra, which is Cyrika, is 600 BCE, which provide a proof of this theorem and applied it various geometrical problems. So the Indian mathematics Bhaskar 1114 and 1185 CE and wrote a commentary on the Pythagoras theorem and its applications. So these ancient Indian texts demonstrate a deep understanding of the Pythagoras theorem and its significance in geometry long before Pythagoras' time. So the theorem was likely known and applied by the Indian mathematicians for centuries before it was attributed to the Pythagoras and in ancient Greece. So the number system developed of the decimal system with the place value concept, the ancient Indian developed a sophisticated number system that includes decimal system. They used a base 10 system with the 10 distinct symbols, which is 0.0292 to represent numbers. Having the place value concept, they understood the concept of place value, where each digit in the number has a place value based on its positions, ones, tens, hundred, and etc. Zero, they developed the concept of zero, which was significant innovations in mathematics, having the large numbers, and they developed method to represent and calculate large number, including the concept of power of 10. So there are the fractions. They also develop a concept of fractions and decimals. So some notable achievement in this area, which includes the development of the Katyapandi, which is system which use letter to represent numbers. The use of arithmetic operations like addition, subtractions, multiplications, and divisions, and having the concept of shunya, which is zero, and its use in mathematical calculations. The Indian number system was a significant contribution to mathematics and had a profound impact on development of mathematics in Middle East, Europe, and other parts of the world. So, what do you mean by classical period of 400 to 1200 BCE? So, the classical period in the Indian mathematics, 400 to 1200 CE, saw significant contribution to various branches of mathematics, including Aryabhatta. It's in this 499 CE, the comprehensive methods and astronomy texts that introduce the decimal systems, which is pi, approximations, sine tables, algebraic methods, Brahmaputra Siddhanta, which is 628 CE, introduced the Brahmaputra Siddhanta, which is influential texts that introduce zero to concept and negative numbers and develop algebraic method for solving equations, gave rules for calculating pi and square roots. Bhaskar Braj Ganit, which is 1114 CE, a seminal work on algebra that develops methods for solving linear and quadratic equations and introduced the concept of infinity, gave rule for calculating pi and square root, which is Ramanujan's contributions, 12th century, are mathematicians who made significant contribution to number theory, infinite series, and continued fractions. So some notable achievements during this period, which includes development of the concept of zero and the decimal systems, and advancement in the algebra, including solution to the linear and quadratic equations, contribution to the number theory, including the discovery of divisibility of rules, development of the trigonometry and astronomy. So this period saw a significant growth in mathematics and knowledge and laid the foundation for the later development in mathematics. So Aryabhatta, which I gave you the points here, calculation of pi to 4 decimal places, development of the trigonometric functions, solution of interdeterminant equations. So Aryabhatta is introduced in their self in 476 CE and was a renowned Indian mathematician and astronomer who made a significant contribution to various fields, including mathematics, astronomy, and calculus. So here I'm just they gave a notable contributions about him, and then mathematics introduced the concept of zero and the decimal system, which has developed the concept of infinity and infinite, calculated pi, which is to 4 decimals, which is 3.1416, which is developed formula for area and the perimeter of triangles and volume of the spheres. In astronomy, they proposed the heliocentric model of the solar systems and calculated the length of the solar year, which is 365.24 days, and developed a system of astronomical calculations that predicted planetary motions. Calculus, they developed the concept of limit and the infinite, introduced the method of limits to calculate pi and area of a circle, laid the foundation for differential calculus, work which is Aryabhatta, a comprehensive and treatise on mathematics and the astronomy. Aryabhatta Siddhanta is the astronomical treatise and present his heliocentric model, and their legacy influenced Islamic mathematics and astronomy, which inspired later Indian mathematics like Bhaskar and Brahmaputra, contributed to the development of the calculus, which was later refined by European mathematicians like Isaac Newton and Gottfried, which is Williams Leibniz. So Aryabhatt's contribution had a significant impact on the development of mathematics, astronomy, and calculus, and he is considered one of the greatest mathematicians of ancient India. So Aryabhat I was the first major mathematician astronomer from the classical age of Indian mathematics and the Indian astronomy. And he was the author of several treatises on mathematics and astronomy through only Aryabhat survived to modern times. So Aryabhatta presented a number of innovations in mathematics and astronomy, including the relativity of motions. The text is written in a trace style, is written in a trace and having the consistent of 108 verses, which is divided into four chapters. The chapter are devoted to the large unit of time, mensurations, arithmetic and geometric progresses, and geometric and trigonometric aspect of the celestial sphere. So Brahmaputra is introduced themselves in 598 to 668 CE. Was an Indian mathematician and astronomer who made significant contribution to mathematics and astronomy. So here some notable contributions about him, and they gave the properties of zero, which is Brahmaputra describes zero as a number obtained by subtracting a number from itself, and he also described properties of zero, including rules for adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing by zero. Method of multiplication, he proposed a method of multiplication known as the Gomutrika, so or like the trajectory of cow union, which is the intermediate equations. Brahmaputra solves equation of the type. So, for example, ax plus by equals to c, and the quadratic equation of the type, which is having different series numbers. And they also gave the sum of series, that he gave the sum of series of cubes and a square for the first and n natural numbers. In Pythagoras theorem, they gave the Brahmaputra proposed a formula for generating Pythagoras triplets in the 12th chapter of this book. And Brahmaputra Siddhanta, they gave the Pell equations. Brahmaputra studied the equation now known as Pell's equations 1000 year before Pell's birth. Brahmaputra formulas. The Brahmaputra formulas for the cycle quadrant is the regarded as his most famous discoveries in geometry. Brahmaputra theorem, which is the theorem that is stated if a cycle quadrilateral is the orthodiagonals and has perpendicular diagonals, then the perpendicular to the side from the point of the intersections of the diagonals always bisects the opposite sides. Triangles. Brahmaputra also works on triangles, including rational triangles. Approximation of pi, which is Brahmaputra approximated the value of pi is root 10. And mensuration of constructions, which is Brahmaputra illustrate the construction of several figures with arbitrary sides and calculated the volumes and surfaces area of the sum figures. Trigonometry, Brahmaputra provided a sine table and proposed an interpolation formula using second order differences. Algebra, Brahmaputra gave the solution of journal linear equations, quadratic, which is quadratic equations. Brahmaputra was the Indian mathematicians and astronomers born in 598 CE who made significant contribution to the field of mathematics and astronomy. Some of his notable contribution includes describing gravity as an attractive force in 628 CE and developing the concept of zero and decimal systems, giving the first clear description of the quadratic formula, solving the generic linear equation and the quadratic equations, developing method for the arithmetic operation and fractions, giving rules for dealings with five types of combination of fractions, and describing operations on negative numbers and zero. Bhaskar second in the 1114 to 1185 was Indian mathematician and astronomer who is regarded as the greatest mathematicians of medieval India. Some of his contributions include compilations of Siddhanta Shrimani, a work on astronomy and mathematicians at the age of 36, computation of sines tables and relationship between different trigonometric functions, development of spherical trigonometry, and having the solution of Diophantine equation of the second order and solution of intermediate quadratic equations. So cycle method for solving intermediate quadratic equations, preliminary concept of the infinite calculus and mathematics analysis, development of the differentials calculus and the integral calculus, computation of the intensious motion of a planet, accurate definition of many astronomical quantities, including the length of sidereal EO. So Bhaskar II, also known as Bhaskaracharya, was renowned Indian mathematician and astronomer of the 12th century. His significant contribution to the mathematics and astronomy include mathematical contributions as a proof and Pythagoras theorems, solution of a quadratic and cubic quadratic intermediate equations, a cycle Chark-Walla, which method for solving intermediate equations, the first general method for finding the solutions of the problem, which is given by Pell's equations, and having the solution of Diophantine equations, preliminary concept of the mathematics analysis, and infinite calculus. So calculated the derivatives of the trigonometric functions and having the formulae, which is astronomical contributions, and accurately defined many astronomical quantities, the length of the sidereal EO, times required for the Earth to orbit the Sun, other achievement, and describe a perceptual motions machines, invented a variety of instruments including Yastri Yantra, and had it a astronomical observatory at Ujjain. So, what are the key contributions about the Bhaskar seconds and the contributions which includes the Siddhant Shrimani, which is a comprehensive work on astronomy and mathematics, which is considered one of the most important work in the history of Indian mathematics. Trigonometry, which is developed of a spherical trigonometry, computed sine tables, discovered relation between the trigonometric functions. Intermediate equations, which is solved by Diophantine equations of the second order, and develop of method Chakravala for solving intermediate quadratic equations. Calculus is the developed concept of infinite calculus, differentials calculus, and integral calculus long before European mathematicians. Astronomy, it is computerized accurate value for astronomical quantities, including the length of the sidereal EO. Mathematical analysis made a significant contribution to the mathematical analysis, including the concept of limit. Bhaskar's second works had a significant impact on the development of mathematics and astronomy in India and beyond, influencing scholars like Madhava and Sangramas and European mathematics like Perseus Simmons Lapis. So, Bridge Ganit is a comprehensive book on algebra covering topic like equations, quadratic equations, and interdetermined equations. Siddhanta Shrimani is a seminal work on astronomy and discussing the planetary motions, eclipse on the astronomical calculations. Chakravala method is an innovation which is approach to solve the intermediate equations later developed into the cycle methods. Pell equation is the Bhaskar second work on the equations, which was later named after John Pell. Calculus, he developed the concept related to the mathematical analysis and infinite calculus long before the development of calculus in Europe. Astronomical tables, he created astronomical calculations used by many centuries. Instruments, he designed and constructed various astronomical instruments like Yasti Yantra. So Bhaskar second contribute had a significant impact on the development of mathematics, astronomy, and science in India and beyond. Now, go further about decimals number system. So, in this, we are see key contributions I discuss. Lee